So fear, I want to give you some tools for it. Right? I want to give you some tools for it, for today, for tomorrow when you go home, for next week. It's coming up. It's going to come up in first day of Hawaii. Everyone else is going to be able to ride it but me. It's going to happen right before you get up to speak next time. It is always present at the cliff. Always. But there's something interesting that happens in our mind that says at some point the fear is going to go away. When's the last time you said something like, well, I just feel a lot of fear, but at some point it's not going to be there. Or, I thought I had dealt with that. Why is this coming back up? I thought I had dealt with that before. Or, I thought I'd healed that one. Why am I so... Right? It's ingrained in our teaching, a little bit like Kathleen was saying, around the happy, happy, joy, joy spiritual world that we live in, that at some level, the work that you do is going to lead to no fear. And that's bullshit. What leads to no fear is no going to the cliff. It's the only thing. Just stay safe. So it's going to be there over and over again. So we have to get used to mastering it and using it so it is the propeller with the handbrake off versus just huge handbrake or mini handbrake and that shifting. And one thing that I have to think about when I'm making a big jump is the stepping stones, right? That I've got, this is where I'm stuck, whether it's a professional problem I'm dealing with or a personal issue or a shadow part of me that I've owned and I don't want to necessarily change. Whatever it is, there is the jump over here. And I think about the stepping stones. And what are the stepping stones? Because I'm a jumper, I'm not a quantum leaper. And so I need to sort of line up what the actual jumps are. And that's helpful. Or the hops, if you're a hopper, you just need more of them. So as you're thinking about where you're going, the truth of, yes, I want that, whatever that is for you. Michelle's like, that's what I want, whatever the I want this. What are your stepping stones? And just see those before you get there. Because anytime I go, oh, it's being on Oprah and, everyone knowing about us, and it's like, well, and then in between it's like, but what if I get overwhelmed, and what if people need me too much, and what if I get overworked, and, I don't have a life, and all the fear versus, okay, well, that's there. The next step is hire a business manager. The next step is update and have my speech better. The next step is finish my second book, right? This is too much. And we talked about it yesterday. Some of you are just going, oh, there, but you're not even got to the second stepping stone. So what are those? And just look for the next one. Keep that vision, because that's what is exciting and scary. But what is this? And then what is this? And line that up. Because if you told me that this business that we have now that allows us to go anywhere we want at any time, whether it's professional or personal, if you told me this is what was happening years ago, I would have been completely overwhelmed with the fear of success. Fear of failure has never been an issue for me. The fear of success has, right? Like, what will happen? And interestingly enough, Dada and I never had this vision. Really, it's happening. It's happening because we've worked out a way to do what Tom's talking about. Just keep jumping, and what's the next stepping stone? There was never a big, all of this. It's informing us. So if anyone had said that, it would have freaked me out. Would if I threw you a business like we did right now, and you've got 12 team members, and you make, multi-million dollars a year, it would probably freak out the system. But you got to remember, I was just like you, going, I don't have the time. I don't want to manage somebody who's a VA, or I'm going through the same thing. But I jumped, and I got good at managing one person. And I'm not a manager, but I could do it. And then I got better at speaking to 50 people, and then 300, and then 1,000. So keep lining up what are the actual steps right in front versus going too far out.